some component of offense on your team comp for it to work out very well, whether that's one or both of you. I think it is a little easier for it to be one of each just because you get a wider selection of players to choose from instead of finding someone who's just as much of a nut as you.
Right.
But either way, it can all work, which is, I think, the beauty of doubles. I've always had a lot more fun with doubles in Smash than singles, particularly in the newer Smash games, Brawl, Smash 4 Ultimate. So as an aggressive player, that's probably why, because I get to press all the buttons I want to.
Right, and it's just an interesting format that allows you to be as degenerate or tactical as you want. It's kind of just, it's in every person's format.
And you get to play with your boys.
And yeah, exactly. You get to play with the homies, get to hang out. A lot of people on screen, a lot of chaos. And what we're seeing to start off here is very even, to be candid. I mean, it's about as even can be. A lot of scrapping, really scrappy. They're just kind of, there's not a lot of 1v1. Everyone's kind of just going, pressing buttons on each other. And we're seeing it manifest itself in fairly even damage output so far, but a little bit of a lead from Louis and Sen.
Yeah, this is going to be a mess of a set. And not because the players are sloppy by any means, just because they're all going to be at each other's throats for the entirety of it. Light and Cosmos, a little bit of a miscommunication right there. Back air takes Light out off the top. You know he's not going to be happy with that, man. If you ever watch Lights Out, the dynamic between these two, you already know how Light's feeling about that.
And what a, the similar.
He's mad at him, man.
There's a little bit of spaghetti going on. Like, good, obviously, to get your opponent's stock here, but still down a stock. Need to kill Louis. And, they'll be feeling that one. I wonder if there was some offline chat after this game.
Well, with a score like this, it's not terrible, so maybe they'll be able to clean it up and have a happy talk instead.
Yeah. Ooh, a little bit of interaction there with the up B.
Trying to come down with that forward air, swinging at Light. Cosmos able to punish, though. Setting up with the rapid jab. Oh, no, and it's Luis who combos send out of that.
I was like, was that some 4D chess where he's catching his buddy to keep him from going too far? I don't know. Probably not.
One thing I want to point out that I think makes Luis and Sen such a formidable team is I feel like they have infinite respect for each other as a player. Nobody ever feels like they're at fault or getting blamed for like a bad interaction. They just shake it off and move. And just being such close friends with your doubles partner and having that mutual respect does go such a long way. You never have sour feelings in the middle of a match.
No, yeah, it's all about going next and making sure that, you capitalize off your opportunities and understanding that we are still not molded with the AI robots, that they will come in a couple hundred years, so we make mistakes. And we're not perfect, and just go next, keep on having that positive attitude. And they can feel pretty good right now with a decent lead. I mean, Pyra is getting pretty close to kill percent here.
Yeah, it's something for sure. You can at least feel like your opponents have to come to you. And Cosmos and Light really trying to resist that urge. You see Light hanging out on the right side of the stage, generally avoiding engagement, which is kind of rare for a player like him.
Yeah.
But you could see the price to pay. Sen and Luis's punish game is crazy. Look at the coverage on Cosmos.
Yeah, it really didn't feel... You noticed there, that whole situation started with them having center stage, just complete control. And like you mentioned, they're like, all right, well, maybe we'll give it to them. We're just going to kind of chill here on the side. And then they're like, okay, well, we're going to go and exploit that. And just going off stage, making sure that they felt the pain of giving them that stage control. And that's going to give them game one, that critical game one.
Yeah, starting off on the right foot, of course, making their way to the grand finals. But Light and Cosmos, of course, very fierce competitors in their own right. There's no way they're going to give it up that easily. Going to the second game, maybe we'll see a bit of a different outcome. What's the stage going to be as well? I know Light loves Pokemon Stadium. Sure enough, it's right back to where we started.
Looking for an answer to what what we were kind of talking about being maybe the best doubles team, and gonna have to see if there's any changes, adaptations, because it was pretty close that first game. Everyone was at least down on their last stocks.
Yeah, and I think with the answer that Light and Cosmos are putting up right now, this one could very well go to the last game.
Absolutely. Almost untouched and a decent amount of damage being put onto both Ness and Palu.
Really just shows you the value of a hot start, right? Momentum's such a real thing in this game, whether it's from winning the first game or starting off well in the current one. The Up air, not enough to finish off Luis here. And Ness, too floaty to get comboed by that. Okay, this is where we're going to have to see the kill moves landed.
Yeah.
Very challenging in its own right, but Cosmos getting it done on the Pyra.
Yeah, a little, throwing out that up B to option to get to ledge, a little too high above the platform, so get hard punish to have that first stock come off the board. Louis also, this stock very much on borrowed time. Team Green looking pretty clean, just generally not close to death and really playing super strong this game too.
So fresh and so green.
I was hoping you'd pick up on that. I wasn't going to try and go too far with it, but...
Yeah, ain't nobody dope as these guys, at least in the moment. Game 1, it was looking a little different, but that's, I think, just what you want to see. You know, as a commentator, as a spectator, even as a fan of one team or the other, you still want to see it go the distance because you get to watch your favorite team play a little longer too, even if they don't win.
Yeah. Oh, that rare Palu F-tilt that, you know, doesn't come out that often, but takes up a lot of space, has decent knockback.
Yeah, and the active frames, right? That's the real value of that move.
Yeah.
You can just throw it out to check several ledge options from your opponent. That said, Cosmos is still refusing to go down here. Light extremely healthy in his own right. Hasn't even been touched on this next stock.
What an F-smash read there, throwing out that incredibly laggy and rare move, but understanding the spacing opportunity to get that kill from center stage.
Oh, those multi-hits, Nair from Palutena, Fair from Ness. Once again, so valuable just because it's so easy to react to that, right? You can follow up as the teammate. You can even get a follow-up of your own if your teammate's not within range.
Right.
It's just so useful in doubles.
Team Green still looking in a pretty commanding lead here. Both Louis and Send on their last stocks, playing really well, making a case that they can absolutely bring this back. But Light and Cosmo definitely have something to say about it. Definitely wanting to take this to Game 3 with both points on the board. Some scrambling under the stage.
Oh my god, I can't believe nobody is dead yet. Oh, and it's somehow going to be Light off the top. Not what I was expecting,
And then
but
Cosmo off the side, and we look at the percents. They barely took any percents in that interaction.
yeah, yo, this is getting crazy. Light and Cosmos, what happened to your lead at the beginning of this game?
It's gone.
Only very slightly intact in the form of percent. Let's see, Sen and Luis starting to get that sandwich going. They have both members of the green team in between them, trying to pass them back and forth, but
They're
also
making some green eggs and ham right now.
when you're the bread of the sandwich, that's great, right? Because you get to pass the opponents off, but you also are lacking stage control.
Right.
So there's a little give and take to that situation. Now it's Luis left all by himself against two speed demons, two players that aren't going to waste any single hit they get.
I love that from Louis, getting jab 1, but having the intelligence and wherewithal to know if I go into this jab guaranteed combo, Fox is going to come and murder me. So just getting literally jab 1 to run away, so just tactical and intelligent and looking for the opportunities to actually close out these final stocks, absolutely still incredibly winnable. And Green Team knows it. They got to be careful here.
Oh, Luis's survival instincts are just crazy. Somebody put this man in the wilderness on a game show. He'll definitely clean up.
Yeah, they go to the island in BC and they have to, you know, drink swamp water and run away from bears.
Oh my god!
This is how somehow we live in there. The up smash, getting his teammate.
Dude, he's running away from foxes and anime girls right now.
Oh my god, secures it.
The Bear Grylls of Smash Brothers, Luis? Can you do this? Oh my god!
Oh, but
almost.
the Light saying not so fast. The down smash going to take it. You see the on the player cam.
Yeah.
There's some. These guys are having fun.
The relief there from Light. Oh my god. He almost pulled that off, man.
Yeah.
So many crafty moments, like the air dodge back off stage in that one scenario on the left side, the very strange teleport angle, and subsequent drift to the floor. He just threw Light and Cosmos both off of his trail so effectively for so long.
And it's interesting at this highest level where, as a duo, you have to respect the 2v1 when it's all one stocks apiece. But sometimes you don't want to respect them too much. You want to take that 2v1 advantage. But Louis was able to almost thread that needle. But that down smash was there to close it out, bringing it into Game 3, 1 game apiece. This set really feeling like a heater and getting Game 5 vibes for sure.
Yeah, I think after the first two we just watched, It's reasonable to assume that. And I can also assume that we're probably going to see the whole set on PS2. Light, a huge appreciator of the stage, and I don't think it bothers sending Luis one bit.
Yeah, definitely so far, stage doesn't appear to be a huge issue. What is going to be an issue, though, for Cosmo is getting killed off the top super early by that Palu up air. Team Red striking first blood.
Yeah, and again, we saw the value of starting off hot. The team that took the first stock of each of the 2 last games ended up coming out on top. But now it's the first 3 stocks unanswered here. Cosmos down to 1.
Max, I don't even know what just happened there. I was just trying to pay attention and see what's going on, and these stocks are disappearing here. Some of them look like spaghetti. Some of them looked forced. But, I mean, this is the kind of deficit that it feels kind of hard to see you coming back from. We'll have to see, though.
I'll tell you right now, this week's Lights Out is about to be fire.
Yeah.
Light is not going to be shy with his words. Either way, of course, there's still quite a bit of this set left to go. Even if we do just consider this one a go next for Light and Cosmos, I think they could still very much fire back.
I mean, only a stock deficit here and, like, not too much percent on the board.
Enough that if you're Fox, though, you might be a little scared.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see, is Light going to turn the offense all the way up, or is he going to try to be a little bit evasive? Wow, the forward air almost enough to do it, and he's right back.
Yeah, Fox definitely on death's door here. Are we going to be able to see this go down to a 1 stock apiece? For now, holding on and actually going to be able to take it down to even stocks.
Yeah, Light getting a clutch kill right there. Very much necessary for his team. The stocks are even while the forward smash not quite doing the job, but the forward air after from Ness will.
Yeah,
and now it's just 1 Fox versus the world here. I don't know if this is really enough life force to do it, but if anyone can, it's Light.
What an amazing just nair, back air, just perfectly spaced. He's like, come at me, bro. I am Neo from the Matrix. It's the vibes that he's giving off right now.
For real, just,
but
oh,
as I say that, just ping pong back and forth and a really just nice 1-2.
That was ridiculous right there. Just closing the door on that stock before Light could get too much done. And we're going to see Send and Luis take game 3 here. Just 1 off from Grands. And, you know, of course, they were probably projected to make it that far. But yeah, still seems good.
I wonder what the seeding is there. Curious.
Yeah, the double seeding was posted for this event. And I believe that they were first. But, I mean, like, it's surprising if they're not, right? And whoever would have been first did not make it this far.
Shout out to people who seed these events. Man, you don't want to see their DMs, the request 24 hours before the event. I got to tell you something.
No, I do not envy Kagged the week of any tournament. Let's just say that much. Okay, Meister and Leo were the first seed. Just been informed of that. And are they still in the bracket? Okay, so they've made top 4 on the loser side. All right, they still got a chance to potentially live up to their expectations.
That was a long charge. F smash doing a lot of damage to Light shield, but not enough to matter. And starting off here, Light very quickly put onto death's door, looking very likely to be the first casualty of this game.
Oh, unless it's Send.
Unless it's Send,
which it will be.
Going to be able to make it back.
What a snipe there from Cosmos. That reverse up B off stage. Just enough to get the job done. But Light living on borrowed time as well. The dash attack, yes, that's going to close it up. And suddenly, Red Team's right back in this. I think they definitely have the off-stage advantage, right, compared to characters like Fox and Mythra that can't really even go off in the first place. And when they're off-stage, it's bad for them.
It is interesting how, especially Fox probably, when you think about the stats and attributes that make up a top tier, so amazing at so many things, but probably maybe the worst, if the worst top tier in the game at going off stage to secure kills. Like, he just doesn't really do it.
Yeah, I'd
rather set up his ledge trapping, which is so incredible.
Yeah, at least, like, if you're Pyra, you can jump off and charge the neutral B, cover both sides of you, maybe get an untechable. You've got your down air, which is disgusting.
You got some stuff.
Yeah, Fox doesn't even get a lot of reward for going for ledge guards, you know, aside from the fact that he's at massive risk to do so.
Yeah, like, and Louis just able to rinse and repeat here. Other people talk about how Fox has kind of that linear recovery, sometimes can struggle to recover. Louis is really exploiting it there, being able to go super deep for those back airs just to close that out. as I say that, Louis' first stock dropping, so that's actually huge. 'Cause, I mean, we're 4-2 here.
Yeah, something
really need to make
be
something.
done. Yeah.
Something happen.
I think we're looking at a Sen and Luis appearance in Grand Finals on the winner's side, to be clear. But I don't know, man. Cosmos and Light, obviously extremely talented. Would love to see them turn the tables, at least make it close. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Sometimes you just throw it at your nest and you just throw that out there, and you notice the pummel went through again. I didn't until you mentioned that. I never really noticed how that's an actual factor. Now it's come up again with these, like, I don't know what you'd call it, power move pummels that have like a big hitbox in front of them.
Yeah, right. Like Ness and Palutena both kind of have that energy. On
Whatever
their
you
pummel,
want to call it.
Yeah. Even some less dramatic ones can do the same thing. But hold up, Cosmos taking Luis' second stock here. I don't want to say it's completely over, but Sen and Luis definitely need to tighten up if they don't want this to get too close for comfort here.
Looking for the way to close out this stock against Light. Very much a kill percent to a ton of options back. Oh, was looking for the ping pong there, I think, but, or maybe just tossing him away. Oh, up air? No?
Oh my God. what just happened
Yeah,
right there?
I didn't even see it. It was too fast. I missed it.
I think Light might have killed Cosmos right there immediately.
And then an
getting
F tilt from
cleaned
the
up.
center.
Yeah, dude, that move is ridiculously
It's
strong
kind of
for some
weird how
reason.
this little boy's leg is just like decently chunky and hits you pretty hard.
Yeah, I think it was also buffed in one of like the middle of the game patches for some reason.
For some reason, God, so much of the patch logic, you just like, man, I understood maybe 30%. That's being generous of the patches in this game. Where you're like, okay, no, that nerf made sense. Or like, please buff this character who's just getting dumpstered on. They need it. But then like, even as a Samus main, like they're like, let's buff Samus's up throw.
Yeah,
That was